All right. Now we're live.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Give everybody a few seconds to get out of ad land.
Oh, did you have the list of our um, members?
Yes,
Okay.
and I double checked it right before the stream here tonight to make sure it was updated to the latest info.
Well, you did your job. I'm surprised.
I did, huh? All right, it looks like we've got Camp Patton Family Compound, High Gill, Mind and Body Co., Crazy Ed's Homestead, Q Kitchen and Beyond, All the Things Acres, Big Dreams Homestead, and Mary Beth Smith so far. Hello and welcome, everyone.
Anne Marie's asking if she's still on the list.
Yes,
Cool.
yes, you are.
Oh, and her little icon is showing up now too, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, there's Wendy at Hardneck Farms and Amy Bodo, Big Frenchie and I got that backwards. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, Nunya, Texas on the back 20. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. It's good to see you. So we'll get things started off right. We'll give the list of our channel members so that we can give a big shout out and a thank you to them. We have Eyes to See, Big Dreams Homestead, Warren Lewis, Nunya, Texas on the back 20, Grow Replanted Homestead, Making Lemonade from Lemons, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading, His Way Homestead, Melinda Elliott, Christine Beadle, A. Leslie, North Shore Preparedness, From Kate's Kitchen and Inside Kate's Kitchen, All the Things Acres, Southern Blessed Homestead, The Tinkerer's Wife, Gary B., Homesteading with the Heberts, and Zen Incense Shop. Thank you so much for joining our channel. We really appreciate you guys and the support that you give.
Living a Rogue Life is here too. They said they're just waiting for the ads to finish.
Yeah. JM at the Nut House, A Fishes and Loaves Life, Deb Lewis, Southern Ohio Prepping. Wow, we've got a full house tonight. Thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah, there's no way
Gary
I
B
could
is
keep
here.
up.
Camo and Bows. Okay. Huga Homestead. I think that's how it's pronounced. I forget. I'm not very good at this.
Oh, we saw that one the other day.
Yeah, that used to be CB. Lisa Hoffer is here.
Is that how it's pronounced though?
I think so.
I'm not gonna try because I'll screw it up.
I don't remember for sure. Yeah, got it right. There's a delay when we use StreamYard.
Yeah.
There's Kate.
There's Kate.
Good to see you, Kate. As you can see, I am at the firehouse tonight, and Amy's in the kitchen at home. So we
Take me to the dining room
when it's like this. So StreamYard gives a little bit of a delay, but this is the way that we can do this. So we're going to take it as it comes.
Well, for those that have or keep prayer lists, please keep Abby in your prayers this week and into next week. She will be having oral surgery next Thursday morning, and she's getting all of her wisdom teeth removed. So,
Hi, Lori.
oh, Kate's canning hamburger meat.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. That's the hamburger that you got on sale, right?
I got my ears lowered and my chin raised, I guess. I had to shave for work.
Yeah, finally that bush is off his head.
I was getting so tired of having that mop head.
Yeah, Abby's been having a lot of troubles with her wisdom teeth, and she's like the strangest kid ever. Like most people have four of each tooth, one at the top, top left, top right. bottom left, bottom right. Well, not Abby. Abby has 3 of every tooth.
And it's like, yeah,
Like,
it's
yeah, it's all mixed up, but
random.
like not one set has all 4 like they're supposed to be. And same goes with her wisdom teeth. She has 3 wisdom teeth. So but the 2
Wow,
bottom
that
ones
was
have
fast. She got her
wow.
elderberry today. Sorry.
We just sent those out.
That was Tuesday, so 2 days.
Wow.
Overachiever.
Right. Um so that's what she's gonna do the next Thursday morning, and they're gonna put her under, and they've got to cut them all out and everything, and do their thing. So it's like missing a sock, right, Anne Marie? Yeah, but they don't know why, but some of her teeth like never formed.
Hey, Albany Mountain.
But she's a little bit nervous. That's the first time she'll have like a true, I guess, surgical procedure. So, but she's ready to get rid of the headaches and stuff because she's been having a lot of headaches almost every day from just the pressure and the pain, because her wisdom teeth, her bottom 2 are impacted. The top one not so much, but we're gonna go ahead and have that one pulled too, just so she doesn't have to mess with it ever again.
Hey,
So
Money Pit Homestead. Yeah, so since we're only going to be here for about an hour tonight, I figure we'll go
right,
ahead
Anne
and jump into the topic. What do you think?
I'm good. I was reading
Pigeon
Big
Homestead.
Dream's comment.
Okay.
Reminder of all the ice cream and mashed potatoes she'll get to eat next week. She's actually bummed about it because she has to take 4 days off work. So the kid is working like a champ.
Abby loves work.
She is doing all of her schoolwork. She is keeping her grades up. She had a little dip there with the hurricane, but that had to do more with the administration being out. So some of the grades were put in as zeros because of due dates and things like that passed, and they were out of power over there, and
Yes,
so
so
it kind of messed things up.
the grades weren't entirely accurate in a
Right.
nutshell.
Right.
Michigan Daffodil, that's great advice. The warm tea bags in the cheeks.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Well, she has been doing all of her schoolwork, and she got called in again early today. So she told me she had 72 hours on her check this pay period. Now that's for 2 weeks, but
Well, it's a little more than 2 weeks. She gets paid bi-monthly.
right. But man, it's been great. She is loving every minute of it.
So again, I know I cut you off there a minute ago, but
What?
we should go ahead and get into the topic tonight, because when I'm at the firehouse like this, I like to keep it to 1 hour, so that I've already had a couple people try to come into the gym. I'm keeping them from being in here. So 1 hour is like tops for me when I'm at the firehouse. So we wanted to talk about fall preps.
No, Jen, we need to do that probably on the weekend.
Yeah.
She's asking if this is the Speak Freely channel.
Speaking of that, I did upload a video today that I screen captured it from a Facebook post, or a Facebook message that Bill at the Cajun Homestead sent me. When I tried to share it, it was gone. So I screenshotted it and I uploaded it to our Rumble page. So if you're rumble.com, Broussard Homestead with no space in between, you can find that video there. It's a doctor speaking truth. So if you're interested, that would be one for you to go check out. So yeah, that's a good idea, Carol.
Yeah.
Get the prescriptions, and if she doesn't use them, add them to your preps. Yeah. We have a little stash. of some things.
Yeah. Well,
So,
between your surgery and mine, I think we're okay.
so when we talk about fall preps, we're actually talking about the season of fall, not the fall of humanity or the fall of the economy or what have you, because that's a whole different way of prepping. Uh, and we all know that that's on the doorstep. So anyway, we're talking about the season, things that you can do in fall to prepare for winter. Now, down here on the Gulf Coast, far south, and we rarely get, I can't say that we don't get freezing weather. I can't say that we don't get intense winters. I can't say that anymore, but it's rare, or it has been at least before 2020. So our preps, our winter
John,
preps.
you're awesome.
What's that?
All the things acres.
Oh, nice. That just came up for me. Appreciate it. We
Your
love you too,
screen is
Dawn.
slow. Dawn just wanted she wanted a chance to interrupt you.
Yeah, I
That's
see
all.
that. Saw that Stringfield Ridge is here too. Hello
Oh,
and
awesome.
welcome. So to get ready for things that you can do in the fall to get ready for winter, for the change of the seasons. And this is going to be different for everybody. This is just ideas. And Amy, because I was at work today, did a great job of compiling a list for us. And if I get interrupted with an emergency or whatever, and I have to get called away, then she can continue the show that way.
Now, our fall preps are going to be different from those in the north.
That's right. And what Amy has done here is just compile a list of ideas. Again, they're going to be different for everyone. Some of these on the list are not even, they don't even apply to us really. So the first thing that Amy put down here is to clean the windows and check for drafts. That's something that we like to do every fall. When the weather gets a little nicer, we get that crisp air, we like to open the windows and give them a good cleaning.
Well, not only that, but you kind of air out the inside of the house and just, get all the dust out and let it go to your neighbors.
Play music really loud. Play Cheyenne's music.
Kate said you might want to include some of those for the north because a really hard winter is projected. See, last year they projected a really hard winter, and we actually had freeze here.
Hey, John at Heirloom Permaculture.
My neighbor is a tree frog. Well, send your dust to your tree frog then.
Also install weather stripping and insulation as needed, or replace any that need it.
The weather the insulation and weather stripping is due to you want to be checking for drafts around your windows and around your doorways. You're looking for ways to keep the cold air from coming in. Right. And losing heat from keep the heat in and the cold out.
Right. Clean out your furnace, heaters, fireplace, and inspect for damages. I'm not familiar with a fireplace, but I know that the flue needs to be cleaned if it gets blocked, then the smoke can come back into the home, and that's a carbon monoxide risk. Same with furnaces and heaters. Heater like space heaters, gas heaters, like what we have behind Amy there on the floor. You can just barely see it, the white. Anyway, those can get dusty, and the dust can, as it heats up, could potentially cause a fire if there's enough dust in there.
And it smells really bad when dust is being scorched too.
Yeah, I remember the one that we had at our old house. The pilot light would any little bit of dust would get inside there, and it wouldn't stay lit.
Mm-hmm. That's actually a safety feature on those. The chimney should be cleaned as well, so no fire problems. Yep.
Right. I can. That's exactly right. I was considering the chimney as part of the fireplace, but you're absolutely right.
There you go. Stringfield Ridge said Lee just cleaned out our stovepipe. That's
Yeah.
something else that would need to be cleaned. That's a great suggestion.
Soot can build up, and that
Yep.
soot is actually flammable. On the same token, test your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors and change the batteries. We just talked about that last week, changing the batteries in your smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors at the same time that you change your clocks. It's a good reminder.
Right. Anne Marie said, and while you're at it, clean the dryer lint hose.
Yep. Yep. Because that can be a fire hazard as well.
Yep.
Clean your gutters and remove debris.
That's more or less for those in the north that deal with snow issues.
Snow and freezing rain, because
Right.
that can back up under your shingles and stuff.
Right.
Turn off faucets and store water hoses that could freeze. That's in preparation for freezing weather. Inspect water lines for leaks or cracks. Wrap your pipes and outside faucets with pipe insulation. Yep, good idea. John says save the dryer lint for fire starter. We actually have an old video for that from when we first started our channel. Katie and Abby did that video.
I love those things though.
Yeah.
In other words, take a pressure washer all through the house and on the outside.
Pressure wash inside and out. No, that's bad advice.
The fire starters are it's toilet paper tubes stuffed with dryer lint, and then you wrap them in wax paper. And
Right.
I call them flammable Tootsie Rolls because that's kind of what they look like when you tape the ends of them.
Yeah,
They're
and
giant.
when you twist the ends, that where you twisted that end is where you put a little flame to it, and the whole
Yep.
thing goes up.
Well, the wax paper acts as a wick
Right.
to kind of get it going, and then
The wax helps keep it going.
yep. I tell the kids that all the time though when I'm starting fires in the fire pit or whatever. Go give me one of those fire starting Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, that's a good idea. JM says they clean the gutters and the solar panels. We didn't include solar panels.
There you go. Yeah, and always inspect your roof too for any damages, shingles or whether it's shingles or metal or whatever. You always want to check for any kind of damages.
Yeah, Shrinkfield, I believe Miss Lippy at Gemini Homestead also made a video on the same thing.
Put lint in paper egg cartons. Put melted wax from old candles over that. Tear them apart and start fires. Yeah, I've seen those too. We don't get a lot of the paper egg cartons, but everybody has toilet paper rolls. So that's what I've been using. I keep my paper egg cartons. I reuse them for chicken eggs. So while you're cleaning things, don't forget the stove hood, grease filter, and oven. Yep.
Oh yeah.
The stove hood is one of the things I need to do pretty soon. The oven stays pretty clean. Well, since we got the new one, I'm kind of OCD about that.
Prepping 101. I feel famous.
Wow.
What's up, dude? Been a little while. Next is organize your storage in your shed or your garage, which remove any liquids that could freeze, and move your winter supplies, things that you would use in the colder season. Move them to the front where they're more accessible.
Right. And John's trying to get ahead of us.
What's he say?
Fresh cans of gas for the generator.
Oh yeah, that's on here.
The winter gas blend is formulated different. See, that I didn't know. Ours is
Oh,
just gas.
I didn't know that either. Is that a thing in the South too?
I don't know.
I was not aware. Oh, Prepping 101 says I have this new thing called work. Haven't been on as much. Well, I hope you're enjoying that new job. Okay, John got ahead of us, but test your generator and make sure you have a good fuel supply for the generator and your other winter tools. See, down here we don't have a snow shovel. We don't have a snow blower. I don't know what other.
We actually have a snow shovel. I think we do. That plastic thing that we have is a snow shovel.
I was corrected, actually. That's a scoop shovel. A snow shovel looks like somebody cut a section out of the side of a barrel and stuck it on a pole. You know what I'm saying? It looks different.
I'm going to have to go look that up now because I always thought that was a snow shovel. It works pretty good for the ice on the porch, though. Just saying.
Yeah. Better than anything else that we have, at least.
Right.
Check
Thanks
or
for coming in, Camp Patton.
Oh yeah, take it easy, Gil. I hope that goes well. Check or add antifreeze into your vehicle or anything else that takes antifreeze.
John said, "Whoops, I'll quit after I say get a window scraper for your car, Brett." That is actually not on the list because we don't use window scrapers here.
Yeah, because I used a putty knife.
Well, no, you know what I use is a credit card.
Well, yeah, but when we got it real bad, a credit card wasn't doing it.
Well, that's when alcohol comes in handy.
Yeah, alcohol or salt.
Don't put salt on your window.
Well, it's not best, but I mean, if you're in a pinch,
rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. Just saying.
Yes, dear. You're right, though. That is best.
Uh-oh. Michigan Daffodil said, darn, Gil just left when I asked him a question.
Uh-oh.
Let's see, Michigan.
No, don't use hot water. Hot water actually freezes faster. There's a name for it. It's some kind of effect. But hot water freezes quick, and it'll make it worse. What is she up to now? Up here in North Cold Country, you use scrapers. No rubbing alcohol around me. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, if you know winter better than we do, which is likely,
obviously,
then don't take our advice.
Rubbing alcohol works for us because it's normally just a light icing.
Highlight that for me. The Prepping 101 comment right there. He's talking about the warm water or hot water. You put it in a plastic bag and sit it on the window.
Oh, I have seen that. You put it in a Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And drag the bag down the windshield. I've seen that.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
I actually saw that on a Facebook thing and I wasn't sure what they were doing. So I had to go watch it and listen to it. Because it looks really weird.
Crazy comment. Blowtorch. Please don't. Just don't. Oh, rubbing alcohol fumes don't mix. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got here. Still on the topic of vehicles, check your tire pressure and add as needed because in the cold, the air doesn't expand as much, so it takes up less space. Therefore, you get less pressure in your tires. So it'd be a time to check and add whatever you need.
Teresa likes the blowtorch idea.
Here's one that I'm big about, and not everybody is. Have an emergency bag in your vehicle in case you get stranded on the roadway.
And that goes for anybody because it doesn't really matter how cold it is. You know, if you get stranded, you're just stranded.
Okay, Prepping 101 also says the de-icer in a can is a scam. I'm going to take your word for it because I have zero experience with it.
I wouldn't buy a de-icer in a can anyway. That's just weird. That just sounds weird.
Things to include in an emergency bag in your vehicle. Food and water, of course, non-perishable food. Prepping 101 also says less pressure in tires is sometimes good in the winter for more grip. That makes sense too.
Okay. See, we don't have that problem because 95.7% of the time we don't have snow and ice.
Oddly specific number for you to just make up.
I know, right?
Blankets, things. Still talking about things to include in your emergency bag in your vehicle: blankets, mittens, hats, things to keep warm.
Yep. What is she up to now? Said blankets in your car too is smart. Whoa, where to go?
Make sure they're heavy.
Make sure they're heavy blankets. Well, in the South, any blanket would probably do, but
hey, book club.
Up north, I would need like 16 blankets. In a sleeping bag.
A way to charge your phone. A flashlight.
And Marie said, I thought she was going to say it's 95 degrees there in the winter. Hey, I've been known to wear shorts on Christmas Day.
Oh, when I was a teenager, my friends and I had a water balloon fight one Christmas Day. It was so warm.
Yep, the grass is green. It's like you guys' summer.
Simply said, Roots is here. Hello and welcome.
Oh, poor Kate. She said, I'm sitting here covered by a blanket and it's 75. It's 75 in here too, but I don't need a blanket anymore.
Stringfield Ridge says, keep an emergency bag. If you keep an emergency bag in your car, check it once in a while to make sure it's still okay. Learned from experience.
Yep.
Yeah, you should always check on your preps periodically.
Well, and you should do it every season change. Checking your different go bags and things because the items in them may change a little bit for what you need for winter versus summer, things like that. So that kind of gives you an idea, a chance to go through them and take out any older food or anything like that and put in something new.
A battery powered radio, even better, a wind up radio, a first aid kit, a map and a compass. And look, I heard, I popped in on a live stream last night. I forget whose it was, but Gil was there talking about it. There's a lot of people, we rely way too much on the smartphones. A paper map and an actual compass is going to be there for you if this battery is dead or for whatever reason the phone is non-working or unavailable. Jumper cable, let me try this again. Jumper cable, sandbag, sand for traction, a tire pump, and whatever else you think you might need in that.
Okay. Prepper Book Club says, I always keep a case of water in my truck. This is why we don't.
Oh, yeah.
Our vehicles are like ovens in the summer.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't like leaving the plastic water bottles in the trunk of the car because, I've gotten in my car many times and it's over 100 degrees in there.
Easy. Yeah.
So.
All right. Off the topic of vehicles now, for pets, take precautions for pets. Bring them inside if possible if there's freezing weather. If outdoors, make sure they have adequate insulated shelter, a way to keep warm. Check their water often so that if it's frozen, you can either break it up or give them water that isn't ice.
Prepper Book Club, sorry. It says, I live in Arizona. My world is an oven. I have used them with no ill effects. So that's good to know.
All right.
I've always been afraid of the like overheating the plastics and
The
I don't
plastic
know,
can, it like puts
bleach.
chemicals in the water. Leach. There you go.
Yeah. I've been known to bake cookies in my pickup truck when it was parked in the driveway. Kate would.
Hey, Barb. She asked, could you put canning jars of water in your car? That's an experiment I would have to try.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it would expand enough to break the glass. I'm not sure. I wouldn't think so, but I'd hate to give bad advice.
Leach plastic in water is better than dying of dehydration.
This is true.
True. Very true. I try not to leave cases and cases and cases of water in my trunk or anything. I usually have some in there, but I try not to leave them in there over the summertime because it just gets hot.
Okay, moving on. These are things that most of us already do. Well, actually, probably most of this list is stuff that most of us already do. But
Yeah,
uh,
but I'm getting notes and stuff of things that people do differently than we do.
no, right, right.
So that's cool.
Stock up on food and water at home in case of power outages. I think everybody, for the most part, is on top of that, given the state of everything right now. Uh, Food and water, over the counter medications, the pet essentials, baby essentials. If you have a baby or a toddler or, children, make sure that they have everything that they need. First aid supplies, flashlights, lamps, candles, and again, the battery operated or a wind up radio.
Okay, Kate made a really good point. If the glass jars of water are not going to bust and rupture in the pressure canner, they should be fine in my car.
That's true. Yeah. Now, I would add to this too. If you're not, Amy and I are both smokers, cigarette smokers. So we've got lighters, cigarette lighters everywhere. We There is no shortage. If you're not, then you should consider getting like a dozen cigarette lighters, stage them around your house, use them wherever you need them for candles or lamps or
Mhm.
cooking fires if need be. You can never have too many lighters. It's good to know other ways to be able to start a fire, but if you can have a Bic lighter on your person at all times, then that's one step. One thing that you could save a lot of time flicking a Bic rather than trying to, you know, rub two sticks together.
Big is the currency of emergencies, right?
Plasma lighters are the best for your BOB. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Don't
Or
leave a cigarette lighter in a hot car. Mine exploded and cracked my windshield. Holy
um,
moly.
I've had one explode before, but didn't crack a windshield. What can lay people take first aid wise for stop the bleed, more advanced situations? Direct pressure would be first and foremost. Direct with gauze, put pressure directly on the spot that's bleeding. You could also, I hate to recommend tourniquets, but if that's what's necessary, a tourniquet. If somebody's got a head wound, don't put a tourniquet around their neck. uh, but like, no, get to know your pressure point, not pressure points. Places like the uh, the blood flow that goes to your arm. There's a point right under the bicep, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a
Arteries.
little while, guys, but find the artery and block it that way. You'll know when you find it because the bleeding will pretty much stop.
Yes, don't remove the gauze before you wrap it. When you're holding pressure on a wound,
Right.
leave the pressure on there and wrap that gauze, whatever you're using, just wrap it up in there.
I believe the Red Cross and the American Heart Association, I believe those two offer free, if I'm not mistaken, don't take my word for it, check into it. I think they offer free first aid and CPR classes. Those are good things to have for everyone to have. We just re-upped CPR. We're about to re-up EMR, which is emergency medical response. I don't know what that is. Styptic pencils?
I don't know. I was reading Carol's comment too. IFAK.
Not familiar with that either.
I
Y'all
don't
gotta help
know,
me
and
out.
I don't want to guess because I'm going to get that really wrong.
Everyone, yeah, Prepper Book Club says everyone should do a CPR class.
Yeah.
Included with
CPR and first aid, yeah.
included with CPR is they don't call it the Heimlich maneuver anymore. They call it abdominal thrusts or something like that. I don't know.
That's
Maybe
because nobody can say Heimlich. It comes out Heineken remover.
there has been twice in my life that I have saved friends saved friends from choking with the Heimlich maneuver, and they were both eating barbecue at two different times. So,
Individual first aid kit.
oh,
Thank you, John. That was not what I would have guessed. And
see, if you'd have said something like a jump bag, I'd have known what that was.
I have to look up this pencil thing.
It's like a military med kit for serious bleeds. Okay. I'm learning just as much as that's what I love about these live streams.
Styptic pencil is the stuff you put on dig nails if you cut it to the quick.
Huh.
I didn't know that was
I
such a
see,
thing.
Karen Davenport is here. Hello.
My niece calls it the Heimlich. Oh, I love it. That's great. She said I was a certified first responder, but my certifications have expired. Right.
Okay.
I was as well. I was first responder and CNA. I had a CNA license. I've done a little bit here and there, basic first aid and things like that, but I've let all my stuff expire. I just stayed home with the kids. Dog, not dig. Wait, what? Okay, I gotta go back.
That might have been.
Oh, the
correcting-
stuff you put on dogs' nails.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Now I know what it is. I was trying to figure out what was a dig nail. I'm gonna go Google all kinds of crazy stuff after this.
You see JM's comment? The Harlequin remover.
We had somebody in the CPR class actually call it the Heineken remover. I don't know where she planned on removing that Heineken from, but
Oh, Karen's still without power.
oh
my goodness.
wow. Day 17. I feel your pain. We are definitely going to add you guys to the prayer list.
We had Tropical Grumpy Muppet. Like, I love the name. That's great. The old days for Nicks while shaving. Oh, okay. That's what my barber has put on my neck, Ben. We had Tropical Storm Nicholas, which became a Category 1 hurricane for like a couple hours, I think it was. But, it moved through our area, and just a little bit of gentle rain for, what is it, 3 days now? 4 days?
I don't
Not
even
bad.
know. I think it
Nothing
started
really.
Sunday, Monday.
But we got our skirting done finally. So our house is finally pre-Laura condition. Only a year and 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Mm. It's been more than a year and 2 weeks, hasn't it?
Uh,
I don't know.
Laura came on August 27th of 2020. So, yeah, almost 3 weeks now, but
Well,
whatever the case. More than a year.
I gotta look into one of these styptic pencil things.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know you can use witch hazel on small cuts and stuff because it reduces the inflammation
I
and
think it was,
kind of slows some bleeding. Like if you get a nosebleed and stuff, you put you lean forward, not backwards, and put ice around the base of your nose. The ice actually closes the capillaries. It shrinks the capillaries, so it kind of stops the bleeding. Gary said, I'm still getting Tropical Storm Nicholas. Rained 5 inches yesterday. Wow. But yeah, it's been raining pretty much straight since I think it was Sunday evening. And today it's not really rain. It's like a mist, a constant mist. So it's
uh,
just enough to keep the porch wet like all day so you can't sit on it.
is Michigan Daffodil still in here? Let me know if you're still in here, because I need to let you know something.
Well, Jen, you can have the rain. You can have all of it. I'm done with it. My yard is like a wet, soggy mess.
But the plants, we planted the fall garden.
Well,
Let
the
us see
plants
what's
are
in there.
doing fantastic. Every single one of my red beans is up.
Red beans, green beans,
I have two
dragon
green beans that
tongues,
came up so far and one dragon tongue bean. They're kind of slow. They
sweet
haven't
peas,
gotten the memo. I
and
do have a couple of sweet peas coming up, and the turnips I'm not even going to try to count because they're everywhere. What am I sending to UK? Oh, the rain. You can have it. Remember, like a week or so ago, when I told everybody to blow all their cooler air to the south? Well, that cooler air is what kept Nicholas from like moving on out. So, my fault. They blew too hard. So now y'all need to blow it to the west. Yeah, that's west. I had to think about it. I've heard that the West Coast is supposed to get some rain over the weekend. So we are definitely praying for the West Coast to get some rain. I know they desperately need it. Oh, Karen said my dry creek has become a wet lake. Oh,
John gave you a link there.
I can't click on it in this though. I can't do anything with it. I can put him in timeout or block him.
Oh, don't do that.
Well,
Hang on. Let's see. I'm going to open it. Okay. I've got it open on my computer. I'll send it to you after the stream.
Okay, good, because I don't know how you did that.
I did it on the YouTube side. In the YouTube,
Oh, that's why
yeah,
you cheat. You got both of
yeah,
them open.
that's why I do that.
Hey, I don't know if you saw that thing on my mama's Facebook post.
That picture of that thing that John built for her?
Yes, I want one.
Yeah. Hey, Kaylin. Kaylin Strain from Iowa.
Okay, if you saw that thing that John built for my mom, the utensil holder,
Yeah.
the wooden A that's on the front of it for
Yeah.
um that's wood that was actually gotten from my grandpa.
Okay.
And she said Grandpa DuPont, so that's her grandpa,
Oh, nice.
maybe.
Hopefully, I don't mess up the stream here, but I'm going to look for it.
I have
Because,
it right here.
well, we're on StreamYard. We can share it.
Oh yeah. Well, watch. I'll send it to you then.
I got it. I got this.
Well,
I can do it. I'm a big girl.
how are things down there in Louisiana? Wet and muggy and sweaty and it hasn't, the heat hasn't been too bad because it's cloudy and overcast. Um okay, I'm going to get back to that in a minute. This is something one of my mom's friends made for her kitchen counter, and I absolutely love it. I don't know how much he's going to charge me for it, but I'm going to probably get him to make me one.
He builds the coolest stuff, and he uses antique stuff so it's meaningful.
Right. The wood on the letter A is for my parents' last name, but the wood actually came from my grandfather. This is the same guy that built he built a custom built table with and it was all out of a wooden, I want to say it was a cypress door that belonged to my great yeah my great grandparents. And he took the door and he built this table, and it's on a little stand, but it's got like hidden compartments in it.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's really cool.
really neat.
I don't have any pictures of that though.
No, I don't have any pictures of that. She ain't gonna let me take pictures of that.
Shelly's here.
She's gonna think that I want it in my inheritance or something. That's why I'm trying to take pictures of it. But I love this utensil idea because I have utensils everywhere, like spoons and spatulas, but just having something made from like an antique wood or something, I don't know. I love it. I love anything antique though. And it's not about the value of it. It's the sentimental part of it.
Yeah,
Those utensils are too organized. Makes me want to go mix them up. Do not let Anne Marie in my kitchen. Don't do it. My OCD won't be able to handle it.
I love meaningful stuff too, like some of that stuff behind you.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is something my mom painted. And the wood from this is actually from a house that I grew up right across the street from. And the house was over 100 years old. They ended up having to take it down because the bottom of it was sinking and had some termite damage. It was too unsafe for them to pick up and level because it was a 2-story home. But we helped to take it down and things like that. And she made plaques for each one of us. And that's, I don't know. To me, it's awesome. I love it.
See that?
Oh.
We're the same age, by the way, me and John. I think he's got a couple of months on me.
Oh yeah, Kate got a couple of the signs that Mom made too, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
She
need
had
to
sold
get
some of those at the Bayou Bash. She actually made all of these up here.
well,
But
those,
this one over here is made, this is a canvas. It's actually made to look like wood. It's painted that way on purpose. This one is real wood. It's heavy. And then the other is a canvas as well. But I have another real wood one in the living room area too.
no, I think it's the other. Yeah, it's the other way around, John. I think you're older than I am, aren't you? Mine's in November.
Yeah, yours are wood. Yeah, Kate.
We need to get a picture of those wall sconces that are made from the cypress knee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. You're in December. Okay.
So it's
Well,
almost exactly a month.
December 8th. Yeah, mine's November 10th. So yeah.
You're still old, John. It's just, yeah, still
Look,
older than me. So
still have hair though.
so far,
So far, my peaks are getting farther back though.
I told you we could just like shave it all and wax it like Danny's.
Oh, my head shape is weird. I don't think I would like that.
Your nose shape is weird too, but you know.
Shots fired. Wow.
Poor Kate. Kate, okay, agent for you is just a number because that woman can run circles around me like the Energizer Bunny and never miss a beat. So after that, Cypress had its knees removed to make sconces. Did it get a knee replacement? Oh man.
Gotta refill my cup.
Oh, okay. Someone asked how the weather was here. It's just been, we've had a couple of cooler days. We had a cool front come through. It was like 65 in the morning and then it kind of warmed up through the afternoon. And it was really nice there for a while. I really started to think that fall was actually here. Then it went away, and here came Nicholas. And Nicholas stayed and stayed and stayed, and he needs to just shove off already. Don't cough, Brett. The AI will hear you and make you wear a mask during the stream.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you about Michigan Daffodil. I got something from you in Facebook Messenger.
I did too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you were hacked. I'm pretty sure.
As she knew that.
Okay.
If you'd have read her Facebook from earlier.
I didn't see that from earlier.
But I didn't get a link earlier. I just got it like right before the live stream.
I got it during the stream.
Okay. Got up to 87 today, but windy. Tomorrow it's only supposed to be in the lower 70s. Wow.
Nice. She said she's in Iowa though, so that's probably typical.
Well, yeah. That explains it. Enjoyed some high
Next
50s
topic. The
mornings.
topic's over. That was it. That was the end of the. That was the. I gotta go.
All right.
It's about time,
Love
so
you.
love you guys. Take care.
Be safe.
Take me out because I'm kind of
Okay,
losing.
go. Wasting time. Okay, for those of you that don't know, that noise was Brett getting a fire call. So At least he was able to stay on this long. Um, yeah. Hopefully, I think that's their first run of the day, other than to the grocery store. But yeah, that's their alarm for them that tells him his truck needs to go. So, and he kind of has to go because he's the driver of the truck. So. Before we sign off, I'm going to go ahead and if you have a prayer request, go ahead and put it in the chat. Yeah, he almost made it, Mary Beth. I'm starting my list. I have Kate and David, of course. Michigan Daffodil, I did get your prayer request from earlier in the stream. So I've already got that one. And we've added Karen Davenport as well. And also keep Abby in your prayers. I was married to a firefighter. Knew that noise from across the room. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody goes if he doesn't. Well, right. I don't know if anybody else there, I'm sure somebody else there can drive that truck, but he's actually assigned to that truck. So yeah, they wait on him. Figured he was getting called off to do a job. Yeah. Yep. Kate, can you give me an update on how David is doing? I know you said Sunday that he was still struggling with, I think it's his heart issues, right? That's way different. You like breath sound better? Oh. Okay, I had to take a minute to write that one down because that was a whole lot of big words. I had to make sure I spelled right. Northern Girl's mom, Lynn. Okay. Earlier this morning, we were considering the ER, but I put him with pure oxygen. He's breathing better now. He was sleeping more. Man. We're going to continue to pray, Kate. I don't know what else to do. Oh, wow. I don't know if you guys have seen, it's hit national news lately. There was a YouTuber that was on I know she's not part of the Homestead group. She was doing some kind of cross country trip of some sort in a converted van or something, and she has gone missing. And so I'm sure they could use your prayers. I'm praying that she is found safe and sound. I know there's a whole lot of conspiracy and drama and all kinds of different stories attached to all of that. So I'm not getting into any details of any kind, but just keep her in your prayers and her family. Kate, has he tried the mullein for his breathing and stuff? I know I've been using it a little bit. I made a tea with it the other night because I noticed some congestion. It's not really congestion. It's more or less a sinus drip and everything. But I made a tea with mint and the mullein, and it seems to have helped. I don't know how much it would help David, but I mean, anything is worth a try. I wish there was more that I could do. I know that praying is the most that we can do, but at the same time, I still wish there was more that I could do. Oh, you don't have any mullein. Ah, okay. Dang it, I wish I'd have known that. I could have sent some in that with the elderberry. Let me see if I can harvest some and bag it up, because my plants are doing pretty well. I was so impressed. Yeah, I did peppermint and mullein because I didn't want to just do mullein because I didn't know how bitter of a taste it was, and I knew I liked mint tea. Looks like he's heading for a pacemaker. So it is the heart more than it is the lungs. Man. I'm going to see what I can do to about getting you some mullein, Kate. I thought you had some. Hi, Kathy. How are you? If there's not any other prayer requests, wait. I had to have my mom buy mine off Amazon. Yeah, pineapple is good for an expectorant too. Albany, if you could get her some mullein, I'm going to collect some as well. It may take me a little longer because I have to get mine harvested and dried. So if you could get her some, that would be fantastic. That's where I got my mullein seeds from. They came from Albany Mountain Homestead. I got seeds and she sent me some mullein to try, and it has been working fantastic. I really like it. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Kind of late, though. We're about to end. I miss your face, though. Hawthorn berries will help for the heart. What do you do with it? Kathy is doing well. All done with my pneumonia. That's fantastic news. That's great. Oh, man. You can get dried melon from a couple of different herb companies, too. Yeah, I don't mind buying dried herbs if I need to, but if I'm able to grow them and dry them myself, I'd much rather do it that way. Yeah. Okay, Amanda, get with me, and we're gonna try to coordinate this to make sure we can get David some mullein some kind of way, so we're not overwhelming her with shipments. But all right, guys, if there's no more prayer requests, we're gonna go ahead and end for the night. Some things, right? Well, that's understandable, Kathy. Not everything grows in the frigid north, but no, there's some things that we can't grow here, just because we don't have cool enough winters. So, all right, guys. Hopefully you guys have a blessed night, and we will see you next week on Broussard Homestead. We may end up doing a pop-in live stream over the weekend, depending on Brett's work schedule. And Jen, that will be on the other channel, the Speak Freely channel. So thanks for coming, guys, and we will definitely see you guys next week. If you have prayer requests, make sure to leave them in the chat. I will come back over and make sure to check everything over so I'm not missing anything. Anytime you have a prayer request and it's not live stream day, you're feel free to post us a comment on any one of our videos or leave us a message on Facebook, anything like that. All right, guys. You guys have a great night, great week. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week. Love you guys.